So I've been cancer-free 3 years. I say that to say it's a separate story. I have never tried a drug in my whole life. That is a true statement. Never tried a drug in my life. True story, he's sitting right there. So I'm going through 35 rounds of radiation, 7 rounds of chemo. I lost 56 pounds, a feeding tube. Never tried it. My brother comes over with a gummy. You guys had a gummy before? So he says, Jimmy, just bite the head off of this. I'll call you in like an hour to see how you're doing. Fair. I take a bite out of it. I put the rest down. He calls like an hour later. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, what's he doing? Call. Should close it out. Calls again. Close it out. He's finally like, what? He's like, dude, I told you I would call you in an hour to see how it was going. And I go, you're sitting at my dining room table putting these M&Ms in alphabetical order. He said, Jimmy, you can't put M&Ms in alphabetical order. And I said, that's bullshit. I got 8 W's across the bottom. I've been lining up these E's over here on the other side. I had a whole system going. Hear his car start. He's on the way. Yeah, he's on the way. Of which I say, by the way, did you know that kittens are still cats? They're just smaller. And he's like, bro, I'm flying there as fast as I can. I hear his motor revving. He's on his way to my house. He goes, dude, just don't say, just chill out, just relax. I go, okay. No, I'm totally relaxed. And it's quiet for a minute. And I go, you think if someone from Holland has sex with a Filipino, they're going to have a jalapeno? And he's like, it's the only time I ever got high in my whole life. It's like a rally of the wealthy and okay. So this guy comes up, he says, young man, I feel like you have a great sense of humor, a little raw, a little raunchy. I'd love to hear your answer to this question. And I go, what do you got? And he goes, would you give up blowjobs for the rest of your life for $10,000? I go, absolutely. I'm positive after 2 or 3 of them, my jaw would start to hurt. All right, here's the last terrible story about my son. I accidentally showed him all the porn on my phone. He's 11. A couple of weeks ago, I pick him up from summer camp. We're driving home. He sees that new Tesla Cybertruck. And he says, Dad, I heard those are expensive. Let me see your phone. I give him my phone and I'm driving and it's quiet and he goes, Dad, and I look over, there are massive amounts of jobs on my phone. Full panic. I go, I don't even know how that got on my phone. He just turned 12 and he goes, well, Dad, it's actually right here in this search bar. Full panic, take the phone from him. I say, listen, this is why we have Google Block on your electronics. Because one minute I might see is Tom Brady coming out of retirement, and then I see this disgusting, filthy, so uncomfortable. And I take the phone and it's quiet. I feel like I weathered the storm. And then he says, Dad, seriously, it's totally okay if you're gay. I don't know if this is some child psychology or so. I just start showing him all the vagina in my phone. Look, there's your mom right there. You don't want your kids to forget where they came from. You know what I mean? That is horrific. Is that something we live by? There's a lot of women that live by their horoscope. Yeah. I asked that because I was on a date a month ago. And that we had a really great time. At the end of the date, she goes, Jimmy, I had a great time. That's how I knew. So we don't give a shit. So she goes, I had a great time. I go, me too. She goes, I would love to go out with you again. I said, I would love to take you out again. And she said, what's your sign? And I go, I'm a Leo. And she goes, this isn't going to work. So I said, I thought you said you had a great time. She said, I did, but the last guy I dated was a Leo. He tried to have sex with my mother. I go, the last guy you dated was a scumbag. I don't know what that has to do with me. And she said, I hear what you're saying, I just can't. Well, hold on a minute. Can I at least get your mom's number? I will say this, if you lean left or you're a Democrat and you complain that Trump doesn't listen, probably shooting his ear off is not a good, it's not gonna help. He doesn't listen. Well, you trying to fucking off. Here's the thing, if you saw that video, the mics were live. You can hear all secrets, or everyone was talking. Now, as a comic, I'm watching it over and over, not for any sadistic reason, but I just wanted to hear one member of Secret Service go, Donald Duck, Donald Duck.